Hey guys, it is day 166 and 65 degrees out here today. Feels really nice. It's a mixture of sun and clouds. Humidity feels low. It's just really great. I'm out here today in the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3, and here it is inside, here it is from the other side. I believe this is the Chicago colorway, but I could be wrong on the official name of that. Ended up losing an earbud on a run yesterday, so then today I tried to just kind of retrace the steps and walk it, just to happen chance see if I could see it, that it had fallen somewhere, and I couldn't find it anywhere, so it's gone. So I recently did a long run in the Endorphin Speed 4. So I had a reasonable expectation of what the Speed 3s were going to be, and I kind of expected them to be just as lively and just as bouncy, and that is not the case. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely spring underfoot. I can tell that these shoes are wanting me to pick up the pace. It's not like it's actually a very stable shoe, and one in which I could probably walk around in at a casual pace in just daily life, because the upper is so comfortable. But I believe there's a plate in this shoe. Sorry, I don't know offhand. And I just feel something wanting to kind of in the heel, especially when I come down, there's like this bounce. Now that could very well just be the foam, but it's definitely wanting me to pick up the pace in this shoe. Now that liveliness is muted by a seemingly lower profile of a sack height than a lot of modern shoes have today. So it's actually a really great mix of a low profile shoe with this live foam and probable spring in here. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great shoe. So we'll give it a run and see how it goes. All right, quick update mid-run. I started out trying to run at relatively a 5K pace, knowing fully well that I would need to stop at different moments because of my heart rate. I'm trying to keep it below 155 and within a window of like 140 to 155. And so I began to work out knowing fully well that was the plan. And as I started out with the shoe, I could tell that this particular shoe is a little bit more, I won't say completely unforgiving in the forefoot, but I'm a heavy dude, 235 pounds, so it is a little bit more unforgiving for me. The heel felt really good, and so while I was trying to do a midfoot strike, I had to kind of shift to a heel strike. And then I thought about the tool that I have on my feet. I'm like, well, I want to really go fast, but let's just use what the shoe is, and kind of use it to its strengths, at least for me. So I rode that heel as much as possible, and I kept my cadence really fast and my stride super short. We're talking about a baby jog, like maybe 6 inches at most. And what I found is that all of a sudden I was able to run where normally I could do I've only ran the trail full length nonstop one time, and here I was pacing it back and forth, and my heart rate was staying at around 140 and 145, and at one point it actually dipped below my target zone, and I was like, wait a second, I can do this whole length at a faster speed and keep my heart rate in check, and I'm comfortable. The only thing that sucks about it is that I'm going super slow, like a snail pace, and it feels so weird doing this little old man jog that is like you feel like you're barely moving, but you're covering more distance in faster time, better heart rate. And if that's the key to longevity, then I guess that's my bread and butter. So I'm going to do a slow, relaxed little recovery pace for about 0.7 of a mile, and then I'm actually going to try to do a little mileage time on the shoes with that pace, and just kind of get an idea of how fast can I truly go with that strategy. Now, I don't think the Endorphin Speed was made to do a grandpa jog, but with my particular body and my setup, I think that's how I'm going to have to use it, because if I try to do anything else, it gives me a little bit of pain in that forefoot. So I'll check back in with you guys after I clock in this mile, just kind of see how I did. That was an experiment gone totally wrong, guys. Oh, so first of all, I finished the mile, 16 minutes, 55 seconds. Pretty darn horrible. I don't know, near the last quarter mile, I started noticing some my right hip pain, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and press on till the end of the mile. And then shortly thereafter, the last 10th of a mile, I started feeling some pain on the outside of my right knee. And because I was so close to finishing the mile, I'm like, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish up. And I was literally on the last like 300ths of a mile. I mean, it was like 2.97 of a mile, you know, and I just needed to get up to 3, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I had to kind of stop for a little bit and kind of walk the rest of the distance. The last time I had to stop on my mile, I did so because of my cardiovascular fitness, and now it was a joint problem, you know, with the knees and the hips, and that's probably because I was introducing a new gait and it wasn't used to it, and I was just putting it under too much stress, especially with the body weight. So I still have probably a half mile that I have to walk from this distance. We're gonna walk very gingerly in the shoes, and then hopefully just focus on recovery tomorrow. And I have a long run on Wednesday, and hopefully I can get back to feeling better. But I don't know if I'm gonna take that strategy any longer. Cardiovascular wise, it was feeling great, but it just wasn't good in any other capacity. I wish I could say that the shoes felt great, but considering the circumstances and me needing to adjust my gait to kind of work with them, they're just not the shoe for me. They're not a bad shoe, and they feel pretty good and comfortable, like just wearing them casually. Good spring in the step and everything, but for me, it was kind of hard for me to work with them today. So I don't know. I'll keep trying. I'll keep working with them and everything, and I'll drop this weight. Probably won't be much of an issue. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about them for today. I'm going to jump off of here, and hopefully I'll be out here walking casually tomorrow. Later.